One more thing. Bitcoin. If you're starting to hear a couple of things like her name is Cynthia Loomis or Lumens, whoever she is. But she's the one that's touting some bill that she's trying to get people to sign that'll allow America to go out and purchase 1 million Bitcoin. Basically, in the wording of it, she says that it is, our strategic advantage to own 1 million Bitcoin. First country to own 1 million Bitcoin before everybody else. Why 1 million? Is a certain percentage of the supply. Semantics. I don't care. Main thing here is how much money is that? Okay, because I made a video before about I want to see America going to go buy up crypto. Okay, but it had to be a certain amount that I deemed, awesome for my plan of 900,000 come full fruition. BTC price. Okay. Now, the amount of money that is at the price of $100,000 would be exactly $100 billion bill that they would have to pass. If anybody thinks that is like insanely a lot, think about the STEMI bills that they just passed out. Think about all these bills that they pass out nowadays. That's a decent price, okay? It's not like insanely overpriced compared to theirs, but it's not overpriced at all, actually. That's not a lot of money. So something I would look out for is one of these things, or a couple of these things is probably going to happen. One, they passed the bill, but you got to look for this. If they go up and buy 1 million, the specific thing is there's a video of her talking about why. And the main reason, like I said, why they want to buy these crypto technologies, right? Trump, anyway, is because they want to try to make a dent in that debt, the national debt that we have, the 37 trillion. They want to make a big dent in that, okay? Now, those guys, if I'm nerdy with numbers and everything like that, those guys are the kings and nerds with numbers, okay? I'm sure there's me thinking in my head, it's got to come down to half, right? You come down to half to be considered, oh, yeah, we made a big dent. Now, a big dent to them is probably not even close to half. It's probably like, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It could be like 3%, 5%. Because here's the thing. It's gradually always gone up. So theoretically, if you can just get the ball rolling in the other direction, that could be viewed as basically, incredible by itself. But nonetheless, there's a couple of things that'll happen that I think will happen by them if they went to do that. One, I think they're going to do that. To go along with that, I can see them doing that like multiple times throughout the year. Multiple times, them just purchasing BTC, 100 billion at a time. 100 billion is not that much. I can see them at least doing it up to what, $3 trillion? $3 trillion. And that's old pricing. See, with these new things come out, just like money has been devalued, it now costs more money to have the same impact. So 3 trillion back then is probably, I don't want to, bro, we could be looking at a $5 trillion bill that they want to do. That towards the end of it could be at the end of the day, $5 trillion could be thrown in that market. And I'll throw you another reason why. Not just because it's 100 billion and they want to keep adding on to that. I could just, for one, I know they're going to do it again because it's just going to be talked about, okay? When they go get the one, and if it starts, going into action, not only that, all these other companies around the world are like companies, not countries, companies. They're going to be like, oh, the government's buying it? Okay, we're buying it. Okay? And then on top of that, you got to think other countries. This is realistically, other countries are going to say to themselves, hey, America, multiple ways. Hey, we can't make America beat us. And then the other guys are like, hey, if America's going in on it, that's free money. Let's ride. You know what I'm saying? But there will be other countries either trying to get 1 million BTC, trying to get more than 1 million BTC, or just trying to get some BTC. Do you understand? The snowball effect that I was telling you about, that's what I'm talking about. That is starting. Okay, it's already started. It's just not in motion. When you really, oh my God, it's going to be like, holy, every day, every other day, they just bought BTC. They want to buy BTC. Now, Coke, another reason why, because you could have picked any, why did you pick that one specifically? One, there are options in Coke that I'm playing. If you've ever traded Coke before, if you haven't, Coke doesn't move a lot of cents per day. Okay, so its options are real cheap. So when it does have a big move, it makes a bigger impact. Okay, so and when I say bigger impact, I mean like a dollar move on Coca-Cola is going to impact the price of the options. It's going to make me more money on my options compared to uh yeah, Ford is like that too, but not really. But you could say Ford. Levi is another one. I like Levi, but I don't own none. I don't own any right now. It's underneath the 200, but I do like that company. But yeah, because of impact. But not only that, I can see Coca Cola. One is Coca Cola. Warren B is coming back. Two, Warren B is the goat. By the way, the goat. Fingers up to the goat. Two, um, oh, I can see them picking up. So MicroStrategy is a company on Wall Street. I mean, I recommend owning them too more than just buying all your money in Bitcoin because they're actually they. If you look at it, they're leveraged. It's like buying Bitcoin leveraged when you buy them. This whole thing is gonna be a piece of what they do is gonna what. I'm not gonna explain to you exactly what they can do because it gets confusing. Just know that they're basically they liquidate themselves and then they go buy Bitcoin leveraged up. So and then when there's and then the way that they like put that on their balance sheet, they don't even count that as a like they didn't lose money. They count that as an arbitrage play on themselves. And it makes sense when you look at the math. The only time that something like that won't work, the only thing that's gonna happen when that doesn't work for him is if Bitcoin takes a splash. Okay. And even if it did take a splash, you would probably have a lot of people coming in to either, buy them up, but still keep the wheels going or whatever. I've seen that happen a couple of times. But nonetheless, that is a